Hello. All right. So we're gonna talk about DSP today and his pre-stream podcast. Oh shit.
Dark Sea Devil. Is that how you say it? Dark Sea Devil. Dark Sea or Dark Sea Devil.
My name is what? My name is who? My name is
Dark Sea Devil.
my name is what? My name is who? My name is
Dark Sea Devil.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the newly refreshed Level 1 podcast. We are busy having fun down here on Level 1. Welcome to the show. It is Monday, the 2nd of January, 2023. As you can see, things look just slightly differently around here for the new year. That is correct. And I hope that you guys are ready for the refreshing end of the holidays.
So this is what he does. He just has a couple of. So he has two paintings. His little Wolverine action figure
And the beginning of new
And
stuff. Now, obviously,
Sonic.
yesterday was the 1st of January, but I was a little
and the Fall Guy.
hungover from drinking the night before, and I didn't get to set this up. Okay, maybe that's really not the reason, but I finally had a little bit of extra time last night,
Extra time.
and
So
I said, "Hey,
you didn't go down with your wife, DSP?
let's set up and let's do something cool. Let's do something neat for the show tomorrow morning, and let's make it look a little different than it's ever looked before. Let's be honest, it does, right? And I hope that this
It looks sad. It looks sad. It looks like you're an artist showing off your work.
looks good to you. Now that I have a new webcam that's better quality, you can actually see stuff like this. Because that was the thing, I
You could see it before.
always thought, hey, if I'm going to do the show or I'm going to, I want something nice on camera, why not add some artwork that I own? But the problem was the camera was so bad it looked like crap. But now that
It looks like crap anyways.
we actually have a good definition camera,
Like this, I wouldn't put this on my wall.
looks good, doesn't it? Like you can actually see the individual pixels of the backgrounds and stuff in the art. And I'll tell you all about this art in just a second. I'm sure you guys have questions. What is it? Where did it come from? And all of that.
Everyone knows where it came from.
I also think that this is probably a lot better than just say,
Crap.
that's right, that's what the ghost is supposed to look like as it flashes. You notice that? Someone just said that's what it looks like as it.
Oh my god, who cares?
You see how it looks kind of 3D? Because of its perspective that I set it up there? It's kind of nice, right? You see a little bit of shadows in the bottom of it? It looks quite nice, doesn't it? I think it looks really good. Anyway, so, by the way, Jasper Kitty is in the office today for the first time since the capture device disaster last week where he laid on my old capture device of 8.5 years
Well, whose fault is that?
and it broke. And I'm not blaming him for that because it was already on its last legs.
No, it's your fault.
He definitely gave it that final
You have all this shit everywhere. You have wires. Why don't you just clean it up?
push out the door. And now we have a new capture device as well, so maybe it all worked out for the better, right? So Jasper's in here with me today. If you guys could see the office, you'd be like, whoa.
It looks like crap.
Looks so different than it used to. Most of the floor is not covered
Most of the floor, you only had one wire.
in wires because I have got rid of all the superfluous stuff I don't need anymore. And I actually have a little bit of wire management now over there.
Why don't you show us? Show us your wiring stuff.
So, Jasper,
Oh, I guess you're not going to show
I
us.
don't think Jasper will really mess with much. If he does, he'll probably lay in, behind one of the consoles, which he's done before and never caused any problems. I don't think that he can do anything to that capture device. It's laying over there next to the consoles in my entertainment center. I think it's fine. I don't think that, but you may see him. You may be jumping up on the chair, messing around on stream as he does, as he tends to do when we actually have him available. He'll be here for a few days, actually, pretty much for the rest of this streaming week. He'll be in here during the daytime if he so chooses. He doesn't have to be in here, but I always have the door open to him if he wants to come chill with us. All right, he actually just left, so. All right, so welcome to the show. welcome to the newly renewed DSP Gaming for the new year. As you can see, no more game boxes.
Game boxes? You mean crap you had?
That's a lie. The game boxes are there. You just can't see them. I'm serious. The
Why? Why don't you just throw them out?
game boxes are the PS5 and Xbox One or Xbox Series X, excuse me. The boxes are behind the art, propping up the art, so you can see it, and it works perfect.
He's never gonna get rid of shit.
I couldn't believe it last night. I was like, they fit. How are they exactly the right size? It was as if it was meant to be. I couldn't believe it.
You just don't want to throw anything away.
Yeah, I was like, it actually just works fine. So like I said, sometimes things just work out, and in this case, I was like, okay. But I wanted to renew things. Number one, you guys had said a lot about, at first, maybe the boxes were nice for last year, but then you're like, man, it's kind of boring seeing these game boxes all the time.
It
Do
is.
you have anything game related? Is that?
Well, you could have a shelf. You could add some stuff. Have the game boxes. Have other things that you like. But he just collects shit. He just collects shit like this. Does he play Fallout that much? Does he even like Sonic? Does he even like the Wolverine? No, he got this because it was a meme.
I started adding various things over the course of the year that you guys liked. Admittedly, I do feel the background got a bit busy by the end of 2022 with the amount of things that I had back there. I
Amount of things? You didn't have that much stuff in there.
felt like I wanted to kind of simplify it a little bit, which I think this now does. But
No, you just wanted to show off all the new crap you got.
it also looks nice because of the level of detail and everything in this artwork. And we'll talk about the artwork in a bit. By the way, I have more art, but basically I think there's only two other pieces of art that I could possibly fit behind me on streams. One is another Mega Man, and another one is Ninja Gaiden. But that one is a weird shape. It's kind of like long, almost like letterbox, like a movie. And I'm thinking if I could put that there, right? But if I put it there, then it would be kind of like off camera because it's so long. I don't know. I haven't really messed around with it yet. But anyway, not only have we refreshed the background, but also the animations. All of the animations on the channel are now more generic and for all year round, as opposed to holiday themed. No more Halloween, no more Christmas. Sorry that guys officially.
No New Year's? Come on, it's the new year. Why don't you get some New Year ones? That would be nice. Get New Year's ones. But no.
The holiday season is over, and I know that many of us, including me, love the holiday season and hate to see it go. But I figure, better to send it off in a nice way than have it lingering. Because actually, it was funny yesterday. I had all the Christmas stuff up, and I was playing Christmas animations for all your contributions. I was like, they didn't feel
No, you were being lazy, DSP. That's what you were doing. You were being lazy.
right. Being that Christmas has been over now for over a week, right? You're like, so we got to wrap this up. Anyway, I'm happy now that we're back to normal stuff, and I hope that you guys will enjoy having all your animations back. For everything. This includes all levels of tips. Keep in mind, some tip level
Yeah. Let's talk about tips. Give me the money, dummy.
have never changed anyway. The $4.20 animation and the 666 animation, those never change anyway. Also, the Magic 8 Ball animation too, which I forget to mention, especially over the holidays. I totally
my
kept forgetting to
God.
mention about the Magic 8 Ball being eligible for an $8 tip. We have that animation as well. But then all the other animations have been refreshed. $5, $10, $20, $30, $50, $100, $150, and $200 for tips. And then on the Super Chat side, I think it's lower than $5. Then it's like $5, $10, 20, 50, something like that. But every
Oh my
single one is
God.
a different animation. Okay. And it is all streamlined now, where all the animations show up on the same side of the screen, which is good. Because if you remember, for like a year or two there, I had animations showing up on both sides of the screen. I felt like it got kind of messy during certain playthroughs, where there's just too much going on at the screen at once.
Well,
So
now
basically,
you don't have to, because you have to do everything by hand. So why does this even matter?
new year, refreshed layout, right? And just feeling kind of nice and neat and tidy and ready for new stuff. Okay. In addition to all of that,
What new stuff? Are you gonna finally tell us what you got that's
today I
new?
would like to try something new on stream. And what I'm talking about is if you noticed over the course of December, I had Christmas lights behind me, and I felt that those Christmas lights looked really good on camera. And that was a test because this is a new camera.
It's a test. Is everything a test with everything? Is that your new favorite word, test?
We've only had it for a couple of months, right? I think I added it sometime in October. And we noticed the Christmas lights for the first time ever looked
We noticed.
good on camera. You could actually see the color of the Christmas lights on camera. Like, whoa, like this one's red, this one's green, this one's blue. You could never tell that previously because my camera was so bad. Everything just looked washed out and pretty much white. And seeing that, I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Maybe we could do some more with stuff like that in the future. And so I was thinking about it, and I realized, by the way, hold on a second. Of course, I have a gap in my phone right there at top of the picture it shows, right? Whatever. I realized something. A few months ago, one of those care packages that I had received from the Dutch Bro.
I don't think it's a care package from. I think he just buys a bunch of shit, and then puts it in a bag, and then says, "Oh, this is what I got." I don't think anyone's sending him anything. I think it's just an excuse to get other stuff.
There's had a unique item in it. And at that point,
If this guy actually was getting stuff from these people, don't you think he would have opened it on stream so he could have seen what he got, and he would say, "Oh, what can I use to on the stream?" But no, he just comes out of nowhere saying that he got it now.
I wasn't sure how I could really implement it or if it would have any use for me. But now seeing how good the Christmas lights looked on camera for December, I had an idea. All right, what is that item? Would you like to see it?
What is it?
Would you like to see it?
Oh my god.
Okay, people finally started saying yes. That's an idea of the delay. That's what was it, about 10 seconds, 15
Are you just killing time now?
seconds? That's not that bad, but that's the minimum delay you can have on YouTube. I have it set to like ultra low latency, and it was still like a 10-second delay before people started responding. Okay, here's what it is. Lighting, okay? And I'm interested to see how something like this would be implemented on the channel, especially for the podcast and for the background for when I'm on camera for gaming. Now, I don't know how it would be implemented. I don't know how it's going to look until we kind of mess with it. What it is 2 strings of color-changing LED lights that connect to a little controller box, that connect to a power adapter, that are controlled by this controller. All right? So, I have absolutely no idea how good these are, how well they're going to work, if they're going to even show up on camera.
I think this guy got these from Amazon, and now he just wants to test it out.
What the
Is this gonna be his new thing now?
colors look like, you won't know till we hook them up and we try. So I figure as something for variety today on the podcast, why don't we open these up, hook them up, and just for the sake of messing around, see what it looks like, right? We have 2 strings, so I could potentially put like 1 string to the right and 1 string to the left. I could even change and make the colors different for the room, I think. Or maybe not. I actually have no idea how this works, because this controller has absolutely no explanation. There was no instructions in the box that it came in, so it's just like there's an up arrow and a down arrow and a bunch of colors, and then numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what those mean. And then these other buttons that look like, I don't know what that means. Does it mean go? There's a timer, 5:30 and 60 minutes. So I have no idea until we like hook it up and kind of mess around with it. There's really no way to tell what the heck these are, how they work.
This is it. This is what he's gonna do. The entire stream is just show everyone these lights and then waste time. Why can't you do this on your day off? Because you have nothing to talk about and you don't want to play the game. Why don't you want to play the game?
So we're going to do this today live on the show. Why not? It's something different to do, right? It's an experiment. If it looks good, great. If it looks like shit, we'll never use it again. But it's just sitting around, so I might as well kind of mess around
Another waste of money that he gets.
with it. And also the question is, where should I put these? Should I put them on the floor? And maybe the light will be so good it'll go up the back wall. That could be cool. Should they be somehow suspended on the wall? You know, I have some push pins behind me that I can stick in the wall and hang these up like I did with the Christmas lights. The problem there is that my camera ends in the corner there, and then how am I going to put them on this door? Obviously, I can't. So maybe the floor makes more sense. But again, how bright are they? And would they actually like shine up from the floor to be able to be seen on camera? Also, There's the whole issue of lighting otherwise, because let's say, for example, these look good, but you can't really see them, and I turn off my lamp, that's all well and good, but on a sunny day, there may be no way to see them. So, we got to mess with them, right? We got to mess with it. We got to see how it works out and go from there. So that's something fun to do today on the stream. I figure we don't have much else to really talk about on today's podcast. There's really little to no gaming news going on right now in the world. And so I said, why not do something different, right? Something, renewed, refreshed feeling. Maybe we'll have something new, a new element added to the show, correct? Put them around the soundproofing. See, I could stick them in between the phone. The problem then is you're going to see strands of lights right on camera, bright as shit. Do you really want that? See, most people who...
He just doesn't want to do the effort. Why even take these out if you're not even going to try or do anything? You're just going to be like, I don't think so. I don't know. Well, it's like, why are you being lazy about it?
Use LED lighting, they put it ambiently around them, either around the floor or around the setup. If you have it on camera, it's going to look too washed out and too bright, I feel. Again, we actually won't know until we kind of mess with it, right? So let's mess with it. Let's see what happens. All right, anyway. So, welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 2nd of January, 2023. Today is the second day of our push to finish all these major games that we've been playing for a while.
Then why don't you play them now? You could be done almost by now. You gotta be. But no, you don't want to play the game. Why even play games anymore? Just don't play them.
While so that I can then do my year-end series and we can move into all new content for the new year. So how are
This guy could have been done by now, and then
we doing with that? Well, yesterday was a really good day because yesterday, the first of the year, we continued on with God of War Ragnarok and we did basically
a horrible playthrough that he probably went down on it. Went down on his difficulty because it looked too easy for him to beat, honestly.
exactly what I had wanted to do. We wrapped up very few remaining odds and ends that were in the world that we could do for now. We went into the story. We had major story developments, like the biggest story developments of the entire game basically happened yesterday.
It wasn't that interesting. I watched it and then I got bored of it.
Giant plot twist that I was not expecting. And now we're definitely into the finale of the game. And then it was kind of funny. By the end of the stream, I had got all the Odin's Ravens. And the game says, oh, by the way, because you got all the Odin's Ravens, here's an optional boss. I was like, okay, end of the stream, let's do it. And I fought it at the very end. It was actually a very suspenseful, dramatic way to end the stream yesterday. So now we are poised, I should say, to finish the game the next time I play it. Although there is some post-game content, I'm being told, that is kind of meaningful. So,
He just loves to play the games and just lag on them. And then he was screaming at his viewers because they had to walk him through the whole thing, how to find the last witch and everything, and it was so boring. And he got mad. He was like, "Oh man," it's like, "You're just a little kid." Child, yes, please.
2 more streams of God of War Ragnarok. Within 1, we will definitely finish the main story. Within 2, we'll absolutely finish the playthrough in entirety.
Killing time is what
okay?
he wants to do.
So that went really well. Then last night, we began my playthrough of Resident Evil 1 Remake, this time around on the Climb a Mountain difficulty, which is supposed to be normal difficulty, although admittedly, it's really just the hardest difficulty available when you boot the game without having beaten it before.
Oh.
And I'm doing the Jill side run. I had not done the Jill side run years ago when I played it in 2015. I played
People
it with
just
Chris,
play it on
but I
normal,
played it
don't
on
they?
easier difficulty, so it's kind of a different take now because, man, the game is a lot harder. The enemies do a lot more damage, and there's a
So what? Did you play it on easy then?
way less. 2015, I played it with Chris, but I played it on an easier difficulty. So it's
Easier
kind of a different
difficulty?
take now because, man, the game is a lot harder. The enemies do a lot more damage, and there's a way less ammo. 15, I played doing the Jill side run.
Okay.
I had not done the Jill side run years ago when I played it in 20. Admittedly, it's really just the hardest difficulty available when you boot the normal difficulty, although admittedly, it's really just the hardest difficulty available when you boot the game without having beaten it before.
Oh my god, so it's
And I'm
just
doing the
normal.
Jill
Why
side
are
run.
you...
I had not
Why do
done
you
the
have to
Jill side
bitch
run years
about
ago
it?
when I played it in 2015. I played it with Chris, but I played it on an easier difficulty, so it's kind of a different take now because man, the game is a lot harder. The enemy
Oh my god. Do you just want to be hand-holded the whole
do
time?
a lot more damage, and there's a way less ammo. Like there's no handgun ammo at all. I played for 2 hours yesterday. I didn't see a single bullet in the mansion. Like holy crap! I mean, I'm still
Man.
surviving, thankfully, but man, that
It's
was
Resident
tough.
Evil. There's not supposed to
But
be
it's great.
bullets.
I'm having a good time with it. We
You're
had
supposed to
great
be conserving
attendance.
them.
And yesterday, let me tell you, great support, great engagement. Everything was great yesterday. I had a really great time on streams yesterday. So thank you all for giving me a great first day
But like
of the year. It felt
Duty
really
said,
special,
you got less money.
okay? So what are we doing today on stream? Well,
300.
now we're flipping over to the other ongoing playthrough that we definitely need to be finishing up, Pokemon Scarlet. I've been playing this, over the course of December, and now we're wrapping it up. We're actually at, just to check here, 34 hours into the game, and it looks like we are heading into the end game, meaning we're at the very tail end of the 3 major plot lines that are in the game. The Team Star plot line, the Titan Pokemon plot line, and the Victory Road / conquer the gyms, then take on the Elite Four and become the champion plot line. Okay? So, definitely excited for today's stream because this is basically the end game stuff. Last chance for anyone, essentially, who wants to be naming a Pokemon. I would say 1 to 2 more streams to beat the game. I said 1, but then someone yesterday was like, nah, there's no way you're beating that today. It's going to take you 2 streams with what's left. So, that's fine, because if we need the 2 streams, we've got today and Wednesday, and we can maybe wrap up the playthrough Wednesday, which I'm totally okay with. Okay? So, I'm excited for that. And I hope that you guys will chill with me. As you know, the Pokemon playthrough is one of the most relaxing, interactive ones that I do. We have lots of opportunity for conversation and fun during the Pokemon playthrough. So I hope you'll stick around after the podcast for that. Very enjoyable. And again, to see some of these plot lines wrap up, to have some lingering questions answered, to have some mystery solved, and to see how the game ends should be pretty exciting as well. These endgame Pokemon fights are always pretty entertaining. Okay? So that's the first stream today. The late stream tonight is Warzone 2.0. My first Warzone stream of 2023. Will I secure my first victory in the game? Every time I play Warzone, I get top 10.
Yes, he gets top 10 because he hides and doesn't do anything. So why are you playing Warzone? Why are we playing Warzone here, DSP? All you do is hide, and you try to pick people off in the shadows, but you're not good at it. You barely even do that.
Which is exciting. But I haven't won a match yet. And last time I played, it was kind of funny. People have started doing what's called bounties, and if you don't know what that means,
Bounties. So people give him money so he can try to win? Or try to be good at the game, but he's not? So it's pointless?
basically people will say, hey, I got a challenge for you, Phil. If you can accomplish this during a match, I will actually reward you with a contribution on your stream. It's a way to challenge me to do better in the game, okay? And the last time that I played it 2 nights ago on New Year's Eve, a lot of people challenged me with bounties to do better and make top 10. For some odd reason, I got like hooked on doing the in-game challenges. These games has various different challenges you can do during the Battle Royale. Like, oh, hunt down a certain guy, and if you hunt them, you get a bonus. Or capture some intel, take that intel to various places, and then you'll get a preview of where the next ring is going to be in the game, so you have a head start on getting to that area while everyone else doesn't know where the ring is going. You see? So there was like various different things you could do in the game, and I just kind of got hooked on them and started doing them. Next thing you know, it's the end of the night. I was like, oh shit, I had all these people who said they wanted to support the stream, and I totally got distracted. So
And give you money.
I only made top 10 once, and then I basically died a million times doing all the challenges. I think tonight
Proving how useless you are at the game. And yet, this idiot
I'll
doesn't
focus on
doesn't have headphones, so he can hear people coming around the corner. And he doesn't have his mic on, so he can hear people while they talk. Because a lot of people like to leave their mics on, and you can hear them, and you can be like, oh, there's people around, let's keep our whips about us.
survival. I think that makes more sense to try to get my first win. I think people want to see me get my first win in the game. So I'm really going to focus on that. Unless someone...
By hiding, you want to get a win. So you want to get 1 kill, or at least 2 kills, and beat them?
out with a bounty and says, hey, if you complete like 4 of these challenges tonight, then I'll reward you or something like that. We'll see. So far, no one's done anything like that. Usually it's based on survive for a certain amount of time or maybe get a certain amount of kills in a certain amount of time. So we'll see tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. What happens with Warzone? Will I finally get my first win or not? I have no idea, but we'll see. Okay? Now tomorrow, Tuesday, the 3rd, is the end game of God of War Ragnarok. And my goal here is to basically finish the game story. Once I finish the game story, then apparently the post-game content unlocks, including the final 2 Berserkers, who I absolutely want to fight and beat. Perhaps I'll finish the final 6 Muspelheim challenges. Apparently, if you do that in the post-game, there's a final extra boss that you unlock in the game as well. So maybe I would want to do that. I'm not sure. You know, there's stuff to do. But the goal is I definitely want to finish the God of War story. That way, I am clear to do my year-end series. There's no limit to saying, oh, I can't do my year-end stuff now because I still didn't finish it. You know what I mean? So tomorrow, full speed ahead, finishing God of War Ragnarok story, and then if there's any other game content left, we do it. But the story is the focus tomorrow, okay? And then, of course, tomorrow night, more Resident Evil 1 Remake, which I'm loving, you are loving. We're having a great time with it. Can't wait for more of that tomorrow. And then Wednesday is actually my final consecutive streaming day this week, which may shock some of you because usually I'm only here for 6 days. I'm here 7 days this week. So Wednesday, Pokemon on the mainstream again, and if I don't beat it today, it'll be Wednesday for the post-game stuff. If maybe I do happen to beat Pokemon in its entirety today, then Wednesday we are available to do something new. And I have absolutely no clue what you guys would want me to do. So we have to start talking about this. Would you like to see me start Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, which I now have for the Switch? It was donated by the same fan who donated my current capture device. Or would you like to see me try a different game from the last several months that I missed out on, of which there are many, right? We could try Need for Speed. Need for Speed has a demo on the Xbox. Maybe we could try that and see if you like that. You know, we could do, I don't know, Evil West. We could, you know, Mario plus Rabbids or Marvel Midnight Suns, maybe. You know, there's so many options. So what we need is you guys have to start thinking. Because if we finish Pokemon in its entirety today, then, you know, then we have something to do on Wednesday. If not, then Wednesday will be the final stream for Pokemon, likely. Okay? And then again, Wednesday night, last stream of the week, Warzone. Okay? Thursday is my day off for the week. This means this weekend are absolutely, definitely the year-end series. Now, I've not had a chance to sit down and really look at all the games from 2022 and say, gee, what are the most disappointing games? And gee, what are the best games? I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. I need to do that. Maybe I'll take some time during my day off this week to do it, to figure it out. Because once I know how many games I want to talk about, I can figure out how long my year-end series will be. The way I see it is that likely it would take a 3-hour stream to do both. Because I'm thinking I would do the first half would probably be the most disappointing, take a break, come back, and then do the Game of the Year awards, right? But what if I end up having like a really long disappointing games countdown? I don't know. We have to see. I have to sit down and really look at what happened in this last year. And I just haven't really had a chance to do that yet. So I'll look into it over the next few days, likely on my day off. And hopefully this weekend, my goal is over the weekend, let's do the year-end series. That way, the rest of the year, we are feeling refreshed and renewed, and we don't have lingering stuff going on. Okay? The first new release of this month is actually One Piece Odyssey, which is 1 week from tomorrow. It's actually January 10th, and yes, I'm definitely interested in it. It's a JRPG
Is he really interested in it?
It's turn-based and plays like classic JRPGs that I love, but it has the One Piece cast and lore. Pretty neat combination. And it's been a long time since I actually played a brand new JRPG. All the RPGs I've been doing are basically old, right? So I'm actually excited to jump into a new RPG with you guys. I think this would be a good one to do it. It's something refreshing, too, with the One Piece cast and everything. So that's going to likely be my first new playthrough of the year, and that'll start next Tuesday. But, you know, will I keep doing Resident Evil 1 Remake? Yes. Will I keep doing Warzone? Yes. But essentially, we're going to be looking for 1 to 2 games to fill in the gaps of God of War Ragnarok and Pokemon Scarlet. So what will they be? I don't know. We got to talk about that. We have to determine this, okay? So let the discussions begin. But in addition to that, at the end of this week, I'm going to be tallying up your nominations for your Viewer's Choice playthrough. You earned the Viewer's Choice playthrough in December when we hit the members goal. All right? So, your nominations will be tallied up and a poll will be made, and you're going to vote for...
What? See, there's no drama. So since there's no drama, look at his viewers, 264. Will it go up or down as the stream goes? I don't know.
About 1 week, starting next week, to determine the Viewer's
But he wants 600. I mean, there's basically only 164.
Choice playthrough. Once that's determined, that also will be a playthrough that we're going to be doing. So the thing is, I actually don't want to start too many projects at once. I feel like if I do way too many, we're going to end up having 5-6 games I'm juggling, and that's a horrible idea. Okay, just being honest. I've done it before. It's terrible.
Aren't you juggling like 4? So is it?
I'm thinking, Resident Evil 1 Remake, One Piece Odyssey, one new game for now, plus the year-end series, and then we play it by ear. Maybe we add another one, or we wait and we add the Viewer's Choice. Later on this month, there are newer games. For example, the Dead Space Remake, and maybe some other stuff that'll be thrown in the mix as well. So let's play it by ear and let's see. Okay? But I need your feedback. Some people are saying Crisis Core sounds good. Some people are saying the Need for Speed Trial actually sounds good because, hey, you can try it, and if you don't really like it, you don't have to keep playing it, but you can do a couple streams of it. I like the idea of that, too. No risk, right? It's just try the game. If it's good, great, keep playing. If not, screw it.
Did
Just,
this guy?
drop.
Did he even play Spider-Man Miles Morales? Here, let's check. DSP. Spider-Man, or should I say just Miles? Oh. Shoot. Miles. Did he even play it? Oh, he did. Did he say anything?
When I do a big playthrough, let's face it, there's people out there who still do this is how you don't play videos, and I'm okay with them now. I don't care anymore. Miles Morales. Of course. Oh shit.
It's time!
Yes. That's not what I'm playing it for. Would you like to watch a recap of the events leading up to this moment? I would say no. I pretty much remember the events of the Marvel Spider-Man game from a couple years ago, how Miles also has spider powers, and so he's going to kind of become a second Spider-Man for the city, unless Peter Parker retired for some reason, which we don't know. Well, I say no, fuck that. Let's just jump right into it. Oh yeah. He's the motherfucking Spider-Man. And then, oh, he's wearing Tim's. No, he's not. Those are like work boots or something. He's wearing Tim's.
Oh my god.
Here we go now. Select your difficulty setting. Friendly, amazing, spectacular. I should be friendly neighborhood. Press one button, beat the whole game, no effort needed. Mash the game and you win. $60. Instant trophy acquired. Actually, it's $50. I forgot, it's only $50. So there's difficulty settings. Let's just do a mate. Subtitles on. Subtitle size largest, so it covers your whole screen. You can't see the fucking game, but man, can you read? Subtitle background on. Alright, here you go. Now we'll do large, not largest. I don't want large. Oh, here we go. We got a second verse coming, yo. Spider-Man. Swing because he can. The motherfucking Spider-Man coming to your town. Gonna kick the Tinker's ass, baby. Yeah. Call of Duty's updated. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's for me, it's unwatchable because that's the kind of person I am. I can tell when something's cringe and something's fake. It's unwatchable to me. I can't watch that crap. But there's dumb people out there who like it. You know. All right, here we go. Walking in the subway. Watch your step, yo. Don't step in fucking gum. You'll be scraping that shit off your shoe for a fucking millennium. Oh, he's telling his ma he's gonna pick up the groceries. What a nice son. Oh, wow, look at this. Execute clown mode. Oh, shit. Content ID up the asshole. Oh, 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 oh. Content ID, no money for yo. Oh my god. Content ID up in New York City. Content ID, you make no money. Oh shit! Grab that sofa, push it in before it hits the floor. That would be a sin. Help the man who you never met. Oops, you just gave him COVID with the handshake. Oh, oh, oh. What is this music? Oops. The spider mural. Look at this.
I got you.
Deactivate the clown mode. Team power for everyone. All right, here we go. And what happened? The game froze. See? What happened? What if I don't want to press R2? She's like, here. Fuck you. Get a magnum and fucking put it right in his face and blow his fucking head off. Instead, you're a little wimp. They forced me to press R2? Come on. Anyway, I got some shout-outs to do. Hold up there, Miles. I got some stuff to do. I'm busy. Jada Robinson tipped me $8 and said, Miles Morales is a whole lot of fun. You'll feel how distinct Miles is in the gameplay. The Miles-centric story has a lot of emotional weight, so I'm looking forward to the gameplay. Sounds good. You know, I'm going to joke around a bit in the playthrough, but obviously we are going to have fun with it, and I am going to take it seriously. I'm just having fun here. All right, everyone relax. Relax. Calm the fuck down. Stop telling me how to play, and let me play my game. All right. Holy shit.
Identity thing.
Woo!
Completely stresses me out.
Now I'm running on a building. Look at that. Look at that. 60 frames is amazing in this game, dude. 60 frames is what this shit needs, and now it looks fucking crazy next gen. Seriously. Like, just the increase in frame rate. Just the fucking increase in frame rate is enough to make this game look fucking sick. Look at that.
Oh, that was great. Oh, he's so inappropriate.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. So we'll think about it. Let's talk about it over the next week. Let's determine by this weekend. I'll set up the year-end series. We'll do those, and then we'll figure out what else we want to do. Okay. Davhan says One Piece is meant to be around a 20 to 25 hour game, so it should be a nice, quicker RPG to get through as well. And I think that's a good thing, because let's be honest here. These playthroughs that are 40, 50, 60 hours long, taking 2 months. We got so much coming out in basically February this year. We're not going to be wanting to be in the middle of an RPG that never ends. So maybe that's a good length for us to get through the game in January. Actually sounds pretty good to me. Okay. All right. So that's the schedule, everyone. Before we get to me explaining the new setup and messing with some lighting, let me just direct your attention over here to the members goal for the month, 600 members. That is what we're attempting to hit here on DSP Gaming by the end of January. If we do that, if we ever hit 600 concurrent members, I'm doing a special event the likes of which I've never done before. DSP's Super Bowl Saturday Bash, a marathon where I dress up in American football attire. I do silly things like try out various different kinds of snack foods and things that you would eat while watching a sports game or tailgating at an actual physical sports game.
Why doesn't he do this with his friends or something? Why do we have to deal with this?
I'll be reacting to Super Bowl advertisements from the past. I'll also be playing classic football games.
This idiot doesn't even know what it means to be a football fan. It means that he's just gonna go buy some shit from the store instead of actually, getting stuff like at a tailgate that is actually just made with people, and have different ingredients, how they love it. But he's just gonna get just random things like a noob would.
Switch. So, in fact, now that I said that, since we're here, I wanted to see. I'm curious what games are available. I think there's at least 2. I think that there's an NES.
It'd be better if he played soccer at the Super Bowl halftime. Wouldn't that be great? That would be great if he played soccer. It said this is where real football is.
Football game, and I think there's a Super NES football game. And I say football, I mean American football, by the way. Let me take a quick look here. Scroll through. Let's see. Mappy Land. That's my favorite game. Mappy Land. I'm almost positive there's a couple football games on here. There's others. There's golf. There's Excitebike. There's other sports things on here. But I'm looking for sports in particular. Dodgeball. There's a Dodgeball NES game. Yeah, NES Open. That's the golf game. Baseball. There's actually an official Nintendo baseball game we can mess with. Soccer. Pro wrestling. Ice hockey. Oh, there it is. Tecmo Bowl is on here. I knew it. I knew there was an old school football game on here. Tecmo Bowl is on here. So we can play some Tecmo Bowl. I've never played Tecmo Bowl before. And then, on the SNES, see what they got on here. Scroll to the bottom and go up. Super Soccer, Super Tennis. Let's see here. I guess technically Stunt Race Effects, although it's more driving than sports. Still, it could be considered kind of sportsy. Smash Tennis. I have no idea what that is. Natsume Championship Wrestling? Sure. Let's see here. Any other sports games? I guess their SNES category, their SNES library is way more limited. What? Are you serious? They haven't added SNES games to this since Fighter's History. Do you remember when I played Fighter's History last year? That was like the middle of the summer. So basically Nintendo put no effort into this. They haven't added anything to SNES catalog in ages. Wow, that's pretty sad actually. So SNES is pretty much a bust, but there were a lot of games there on the NES.
With the guy that doesn't change
sports
anything.
Titles. So there you go. So I can play some of those. We can react to old ads. There will be a DSP tries it or two of like, you know, food you could get in your grocery store freezer, but it's like, you know, food you would eat.
No one does that.
You know, maybe we'll
They
try
make
some
it
of these
fresh.
microwave snack foods or whatever.
They
to
don't
make in your
fucking
oven
do whatever
yourself and
it
overeat
is
them.
that you're
So, you know, what's the
gonna
best
do.
home sports foods to eat when you're watching a sports game or something like that, right? We'll mess around with stuff like that, but I've never done an event like this before. I've never done anything related to sports before. All right, I think it would be a really neat, fun, unique event. If you would like to see that happen, please consider becoming a member, renewing a membership that's lapsed, or gifting a membership. All those things help the channel tremendously. You get so many benefits for being a member. A cool chat crown badge to show how long you're supporting, a highlighted name in chat and in the video comments. You don't have to abide by the slow-mo rules of the chat. You get access to all of my emotes here in the chat and also in the video comments. You get priority for all kinds of special events. For example, right...
But if the thing that would interest people is you doing the whole Fantasy 5 or whatever it is that you had on your memory card to viewers only, but you don't want to do that.
Right now, for the Viewer's Choice event, members get priority to nominate games to be played. So all these things, you know, many benefits, and it helps the channel. Please consider becoming a member if you're not. Thanks to those who are ongoing members here. I really appreciate it. And of course, thanks to those who give memberships to help out their fellow viewers and help the channel as well. That is greatly appreciated. All right, that's that. Let us now talk a little bit about the new setup, shall we? So I have two pieces of artwork behind me. Now I have two other pieces of artwork that are similar size that maybe I will rotate in and out during the course of the year. For now, I figure I'll leave these for the month of January, see what you guys think. Okay, what do we got? To my right, it is the classic Super Mario Bros. 1 boss fight in Bowser's Castle. Mario with the Fire Flower ability, fighting Bowser, or King Koopa as some called him back then.
And that's where it ends. It's like, what else do you have to know about this?
As he throws the hammers at you, because yes, back then he had the Hammer Brother ability. There's the classic moat and the drawbridge, and what you need to do is either defeat him with fireballs or jump over him and get the axe that removes the bridge. He falls into the lava and you beat the stage. 99% of the game, you then go to the next room where a little toadstool man is there. He says, sorry, the princess is in another castle and you wasted your time, you schmuck. But at the end of the game, you actually rescue the princess. So there you go. This is a artwork from all the way back 2009. Yes, this is a 14-year-old piece of art. It was made by a gentleman and artist named Square Painter. This is a man who, over the years, has painted probably thousands of original pieces of art that are all 8-bit style like this, okay? He basically takes the sprites from classic games and he paints them on a grid, exciting scenes like this. I first met Square Painter ages ago when my early days as a YouTuber, around 2010, I started going to conventions and I met the guy. He was in the creators area, which basically would be like a vendor area where they would sell artwork. They would sell not just artwork like this, but you know, hand-drawn art, handcrafted items, like some people who would make like quilts and clothes, like cosplay items, collectibles, all kinds of stuff would be sold in that area back then. And so he was there with a big display of all his artwork. And I was very impressed with his art because I thought, man, this is exactly the kind of stuff that I like from my childhood. And I would love to have this kind of stuff in my house. And so at that time, I was interested in getting some stuff. And I don't think I actually got anything. I always saw his stuff, and I think at first I bought a few very small pieces. In fact, if you saw the previous setup that I had a Super Mario and Ninja Turtle, or it could have been the opposite order. I think it was Ninja Turtle and Super Mario, right? Super Mario, Ninja Turtle. Whichever order they were. Those were also Square Painter artwork, okay? But those were very small, little mini things, while this is like a full-fledged painting-sized piece of artwork that he did. So originally I was a patron of the arts, you know, getting smaller things, but as I got bigger on YouTube around, you know, 2010, 2011, 2012, and I was making big money, I actually started supporting these guys a lot more and buying big...
If this is what this idiot spent his money on. Lame ass artwork when he could have been saving all his money. This is it. This is what your addiction is helping you with. Helping this idiot buy. There it is. It is WWE Champions time. Nice, you got Snoop Dogg. Yesterday. 1,070 consecutive. 1,000 days time playing. Nice, nice. DSP.
bigger and bigger pieces of artwork, okay? So this is one of the biggest pieces that I ever bought from Square Painter. And this used to hang in my condo in Connecticut, you know, when I had it back in the day, in the background. So you probably have seen portions of it, but you probably never saw the whole thing on camera because I never really had it in frame. It was always like in the background on the wall, you know, hanging when I was doing a vlog on my couch or whatever. But you probably never saw the whole thing, right? So this, for a long time, was there. Then when I moved across the country in 2014, it sat in storage, basically in a closet, for about 4 to 5 years. All right. Then, around 2017, like mid-2017, I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I got all this cool stuff. I got all wrapped
No, Leanna left. That's what happened. Leanna left.
up, and I'm not doing anything with it. Why am I hiding my hobbies that I like? Why am I...
Because Leanna didn't like it. Leanna didn't like all your stupid shit everywhere. And she probably said, it's me or the artwork.
and doing that? So I basically just tore all the packing paper off of everything, and I started hanging up my artwork all around the house. And this piece of art has actually been right here outside of my wall, hung at the end of the hallway for the last, you know, 4.5 years, 5 years, actually 5 years now that I'm thinking about it, because now we're in 2013, so over 5 years, it's kind of been hanging in the hallway. Okay? And I thought it would be something really neat to add to the setup here. And by the way, I should say Square Painter still does this. I believe he's currently at MagFest. MagFest, the Music and Games Festival, you know, convention that I was at like a decade ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's at it, selling his wares right now. So shout out to Square Painter. I still like your stuff, and I still, you know, I'm actually going to be having it prominently on the streams, at least for the foreseeable future, which is kind of cool. I mean, look how good this was from over a decade ago, right? So there you go. Now, what we have over here is another piece of artwork. And you might just say, well, that's Square Painter, right? Well, right and wrong, because this piece of artwork was actually a collaboration, okay? Square Painter painted the background, So you see all the detailed background that actually is the real background of how it would look if you were playing Mega Man 3. Because this is actually a scene from Mega Man 3. This is Mega Man with the Shadow Blade, is it called? It's supposed to be like a ninja star, but once you defeat Shadow Man, you get his Shadow Blade ability. And that's the weakness of Spark Man, and this is the Spark Man boss. So it's supposed to be representative of, you know, using the right weapon against the boss in Mega Man 3. Okay? So, Square Painter painted the background, but this was a collaboration between Square Painter and someone else called Pixel Papa. Now at the time, this, by the way, this artwork is from 2012. And I remember specifically buying it when it was a brand new piece of art in 2012. Okay, at a convention. I couldn't tell you which convention it was, but I know I bought it. They were both there. They were selling it as a collab work, and I bought it. Okay? So, Pixel Papa made bead artwork. What you're seeing here, all the sprites, are not hand painted on. These are bead designs made from plastic beads that were basically melted. And those are glued onto the Square Painter artwork. So it's kind of a 3D painting. Okay? Now today, there's other companies that have copied this idea, and now they do it differently. What they do is they just do like plastic. So instead of having actual hand-painted artwork with beads and stuff, instead, it's just chunks of plastic that they screen print stuff on. They really aren't art. They're just kind of collectibles. This is more of a real work of art because it's two guys using their hands to make it, as opposed to a fucking machine mass-producing things and pumping them out, which I've seen in stores and I've seen them online now. That you can get these 3D art, and it's just some fucking, you know, machine made. There's really no
And
artistic value to that, Mike.
It's still art.
Anyway, so I really liked it. It was the first of its kind that I ever saw 10 years ago, and I bought it. So collaboration, Square Painter and Pixel Papa, and I really liked it. Okay, now I have other ones as well. For example, I have a Ninja Gaiden piece of artwork that I hang in my hallway. That one's really long. Like, you would start here and go all the way to, say, like here. It's very, very like letterbox length. And so if I were to use that one, I would have to find a way to set it up so it fits on camera and also doesn't like hit the door and stuff. But I could probably get that to work. And I have a different Mega Man piece of art that's very similar to this one. It's a different boss fight from a different Mega Man game, so I won't spoil you. I'll show you later. Let's have these on camera for the month, right? Let's see how it goes. If you guys like it, great, we'll keep it. And then what we can maybe do is alternate and go back and forth every once in a while. Maybe mix them up, mix up the order and the way that I do it, so that it looks like mixed up and varied over the course of the year. And that way, it makes it look different. Now, if you guys, you know, after, you know, a few weeks are like, nah, okay, but forget this, go back to the old setup, we could do that too. We can bring back the smaller pieces of art. We can bring back all those little figurines. Not to say that I don't have figurines. As you can see, I still have my Fallout bobblehead. I still have my Sonic the Hedgehog 15th anniversary figurine. Yes, this came out on his 15th anniversary, and now he's, what, over 30? So basically a pretty old figurine. And over here, we still have, of course, the Pac-Man lamp, which is one of your favorites from my previous setup. And also Wolverine, the Wolverine figure, something iconic to the memes about me, correct?
It is.
I still like this setup. I think it's a little combination of different things, but I was thinking, gee, should I put the figures down here? I was like, why would I want to do that? That's just going to hide the artwork to put figures down there in the moat or whatever. That's kind of stupid, right? So I didn't want to do that. Same thing over here. Like, I think the artwork looks great. I don't want to be blocking the art with these little figures and things like that. But if you guys want variety and you want me to bring back a similar setup to what I had last year, we could eventually do that as well. What I'm thinking of, let's keep it for now as is, right? And let's enjoy it, and let's see if you guys like it. And if we want to rotate out, we can. If you want to go back to the old setup, we can. But this is just an idea I had. I thought it looked really neat. Now, I see people saying idiotic things in the chat, so allow me to get past the idiocy. No, I'm not selling this stuff. I can't. I've already explained to you guys 4 million times I can't sell shit online. If I were to try to...
No, this idiot can't sell things online because he had an eBay. Oh, let me see. Let me try to find it. Let me try to find it. DSP. DSP eBay. DSP gets trolled on eBay again. eBay. He was scamming. He bought things. Where is it? DSP's new breaks. Twitch subs. eBay can't be trusted. Someone is trying to sell DSP's Rambo side.
Trying to catch me riding 30.
The 30-day money-back guarantee, only from CarMax.
PayPal helps you sell online, in-store, and on the go, so you can reach customers where they are.
Real. On eBay. Very rare. YouTubers Darkside Phil and John Rambo autographed GoldenEye 007 game. 007 for the Wii. Might be a rare game, don't know, but it's autographed by Darkside Phil and John Rambo. Look at all the cool stuff you get with it, guys. You can barely see the John Rambo because it's written in darker ink than Darkside Phil, but it's there, guys. And if you want to spend $60,000, it can be yours. Yeah, don't do that.
Where is it? Where is it? Well, the thing was, this guy, DSP, was being scammy. He would buy a bunch of those sticks, and then put illegal artwork on it, and then they caught him and they banned him from eBay. So that's why this guy can't even go on eBay again.
Sell anything online, people would troll. They would do false bids, try to.
False bids? I don't think they would false bids on eBay. I think there's something to be about eBay that's better. Let's see. eBay. I think you have to put something. I think you have to they have to take money, and if you don't, I think you lose the money if you say you can't pay, but I think they take your money like right away if you place a bid.
Scam me. You guys are stupid as shit for saying dumb shit.
And I think you got to keep it or something like that if they don't want to buy it.
Like that. I'm not going to be selling this stuff online. Stop it. I'm just going to say it once. I'm not even going to bring it up. If I see it again, are you selling that online? I'm just going to fucking ban you because it's such a dumb thing. We talked about it all last summer.
Why doesn't he want to sell it? He's begging for money.
I have all these cool things in my closet I can't sell because of the online trolling I receive. No, stop asking dumb fucking questions. I can't sell this stuff. All right? It's just it really gets to the point where it's like, why are you so stupid? How dumb can you be?
How dumb can you be?
Sell it anonymously. Carliga, how would I do that? These are one of a kind pieces. The moment someone sees this online, they know it's me selling it.
One of a kind pieces.
It's just, you know? And no, we're not going to sit here for hours and you tell me every little way that I'm wrong and I should be selling it online. How about this? No, it's not for sale. These are private things for the streams, okay? And by the way, like I said, I looked into it during my bankruptcy. These really have no actual legal value because they're not licensed by Nintendo. Like, this would have to be licensed by Capcom. This would have to be licensed by Nintendo. They're not. They don't have any legal value as a collectible. There is no, you couldn't go online and list these and say, oh, this is worth this. You wouldn't. There's zero because they're not licensed. You see?
Yes, you could.
Unlicensed works.
Why are you being like this?
They have value to some people like me. I like them. And so having them on my stream, that's the value of it, you see. So anyway, that being said, I hope you like it. And I hope that you guys are interested in having these on stream, at least for the foreseeable future. And like I said, if we get bored of them, hey Phil, can you rotate these out now? Can we see some new ones? Yeah, we could. We could try that out. Hey Phil, you want to go back to the old setup? We could do that too. You know, the thing is, people were like really tired of seeing the PS5 and the Xbox Series X boxes, so this is a way to basically do something different.
No, it's
fresh,
just like
right?
you
I
would.
like that. Again,
You were
this is really
showboating.
only
You're
possible
like,
because
I got it.
if I didn't have the new camera, this would not look good. It would look blurry and shitty. But because I have the new camera, it looks really good. Okay. Okay. There you go. So, very nice. That's what we're doing with that. Now, like I said, I think what I would like to do, let's take a look at this lighting. I'm just curious. I'm not saying this is going to work out. But I think since it was donated by the Dutch brothers, we should give it a look. We should see what, first of all, what is this lighting, right? Like, let's take a look. It's on a spool. It looks like a micro tape. Look at that. I wasn't expecting that at all. It's on a freaking spool. Huh.
Well, how do you
Like,
expect
is
them
that
to
not
come?
a tape spool
So how are you expecting them to come?
that you would put on like a tape player or whatever? It sure looks like it to me. Huh.
Why you gotta be like this?
Interesting. All right. So. Ooh. It smells.
All right. He's being dumb about it.
Oh, this is nice. It's like a gradient, and it goes between colors. It's blue. See that? It's blue right now. Now, let me test it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, did you see that? It faded from blue to red.
All right, he's being stupid.
Okay. So. This is basically the most root. Jasper, I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta behave and not touch these lights. If you start touching them again, I'm gonna yell at you again. I don't want.
Oh yeah.
Whew, whew, it stinks. It really does stink. Stinky. Jasper, I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta behave and not touch these lights. If you start touching them again, I'm
He's
gonna
a
yell at
cat.
you again. I don't want.
He's a cat. Like, this dumb ass piece of shit thinks that the cat is a kid. No, it's a cat, DSP.
Want to. Okay. So we plug this one in. It really wants to twist, which is very annoying. I can't even get by the chair. I can't. I have to sit in the chair to do this. Hold on. I have no room to fit here. I have to spin in my chair to get to the other side like this. Now, I'm gonna get this one to come up on this side like this. Right? Can you see better now? You can, but now it's on camera there a little bit.
See, it's not
I
that
wasn't
bad.
expecting it to be on camera like that. That's better. It's not that bad. It's still kind of bad. It's very hard to see. If it's flat, you guys would see it well, but it won't stay to not stay back. I think this is the best I'm going to get it for now. This is really the best it's going to be. As you can see it way better over there because it's against the wall. Over here, it's hard to see because it's basically just against the stand and stuff. So it's very hard to see. It's one side looks great and the other side looks like shit, right? And I'm curious, like, what's the best light? Like, if we go through all the colors, that's red. You can't even see green. Blue. These are not very good, honestly.
Oh, now he
Like, the
says.
way I see it, the only way this would look good, is if I were to, like, buy something to keep it straight, because it doesn't stay straight. I can tell you right now. Already it flipped again. Jesus. Yeah, it's shitty. What it is the lights won't stay flat. They refuse, I guess, because they were on a spool. They just constantly wrap themselves up. So because they keep spinning and wrapping up, like, they never stay light up. And if they don't stay light up, you can't fucking see it. You know? Yeah, see, RGB looks best in a dimly lit room. Use the adhesive to place it on the wall. There's not many adhesives. It only came with... It came with one big adhesive, and it came with 2 clips. 2 clips, that's it. That's what it came with. This is the adhesive it comes with. 2 small clips and another tiny one. That's it. It's not even enough to really place it anywhere where I would want to do it, you know? So, I guess what I would have to do, right? I would have to, I would basically have to buy a bunch of, like, spot adhesives. Or, you know what, how they have wire runners as well that you could put into, like, wood? That you run a wire through and it holds it in place with like a screw. If I bought a bunch of those, probably, I could probably do it, right? I could probably run them against the back wall, and have it even higher up. Like right now, it's at the floor level, but I could probably have it even higher up if I wanted. But it just doesn't look good. Look, even with the lights off, it just doesn't look that good. Like I'm trying a different color, you could barely see it, right? As is, you could barely see it. I'm actually not very pleased with this. Which one was the gradient? Was this the gradient? This is the gradient. Yeah. Nah. This color right there is the best one. What was that? That work, but it's not great. Somewhere. Buy something that you can hold it in place and you can move it. Now, oh. Strips at once. So, the way I see it, the only way this would be effective would be if I had it in again, if I buy things to hold it in place. At this point, I think it's a bust. Honestly, I don't think this is something that looks very good, right?
My God.
Plum Girl, I'm not being condescending to all suggestions. I'm being a realist to bad suggestions. And if you have a problem with that, I don't know what you're doing here, honestly. I feel like, you know, you've been very negative to me lately, and I don't know why. But I don't really appreciate it, honestly. It's kind of silly. You know? I'm trying to be a realist to people who are saying ridiculous things. Why would I take the adhesive off, glue it all over the wall, and ruin the product and the wall? Right? So, because I said I don't want to do that, and I logically explained why, I'm condescending. No, it's not. It's that you really like that suggestion, now because I countered it.
Because he doesn't want to do it. Wait.
You don't like that, right? So can we be realists here now? Can we be, be more realistic? Stop being negative towards me and everything that I do. I'd appreciate that. You're the one being condescending to me, actually. Thanks. Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
So, just because someone says something and he's
let's. I guess we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it for today. I don't think this works very well. Sadly, I think that this is a situation where, if I had a better setup, if I had a way to adhere it.
if only you could make for $115,000 a year. Dumbass.
Better. By the way, and also we should call this out too. If you don't notice, a lot of content creators. See, the only light that looks good is blue. See that? The blue looks good. All the other colors look like shit. The blue actually haven't noticed. All use exactly the same angle. It's this weird angle doing it at like, right? Right? I think they just a basic, like, you know, better. So anyway. So I think we're gonna disconnect it for now. Actually, I took this strand off and it still looks exactly the same. Did you notice that? Look, camera. You see it behind? Yeah.
Come on.
All right. This one, I guess we'll put back in the back. We should just ditch it for now. It was something to explain. Does anyone actually like it? Play Tower Fantasy wants me to remove it. Brosa says, nah, ditch it. Right? Cupboards. If they're on camera, they don't look good. They're too bright and washed out. You want it to be an ambient light. That's the point of RGB lighting like this. Is that you don't want it. No, they're bulbs or whatever. Do you like how it's changing colors now? That's too dark. A second. Oh, look at that. That's seared at all. All right, and a solid bright color is not bad at all. It's something in for the podcast. Actually, that kind of lit now, right? Really see orange. Blue. That's my favorite. Something bad. I like dark blue as well. Yeah, see violet color. The gradient. Oh, that's what over there? I think there's a gradient between them. No, this is gonna be 5 color. Or what about this one? So red. I think this is the gradient between red, green, blue. So it starts out red. And then it pulsates to green. This is hard to see, isn't it? That's probably my. It happens.
This is this whole string.
Okay. So right now, how this is working, it's kind of nice how it's getting off and it goes back to whatever wall camera and to. And this is with the gradient. We could go solid as well. Not much of a difference. It's something, right? Here's green. With the not doing me messing with new stuff, guys. This is not. I don't know why people always have to think money. Like seriously,
Because
it's not a big deal. We can relax. Back wall, as you can see. Okay. So, what do you think? 2. I just hope that Jasper will leave it alone and not. I have a few shout outs to do. I know. You know what we could do? We that's not right. That looks really good. Better. Oh.
so boring.
Does this look good? How is the light? Oh, he took off. What a nut. You're a silly cat, man. You're a silly cat. If you lay on them, you don't knock them over. I actually don't mind. Just don't attack them, okay?
He's a cat, DSP. God damn.
2 months. We're like 60 hours in. One of the most critical. We're in the
Oh, this is the
game for like a half an hour almost. I'd say probably like 20 minutes. I'm just like, poll is going and people are all voting. I told you I used to have a coat hanger there. I took it down. I couldn't use it anymore. I've got paintings, like these artwork falls off the walls in the summer because it gets so hot, all the adhesive melts and shit. Remember I told you I used to have a coat hanger there? I took it down. I couldn't use it anymore because it fell off the wall twice. I took the paint off with it. So maybe if I got the nail stuff, okay? Now Plum Girl, I'd like to say something. The reason I'm saying this to you is because I've noticed in the last few days you've been very negative towards me. Like for example, yesterday I was on stream and we hit our vest goal. So the vest poll went up, and as the vest poll is going and people are all voting, right? And it wasn't just Plum Girl, by the way, so I should call this out. But it was Plum Girl in particular that stood out when this happened, because Plum Girl usually doesn't have this attitude towards me. So we're playing, and all of a sudden we hit a critical endgame plot point of God of War Ragnarok. It's like jaw-dropping. It's like, whoa, this is crazy stuff going on, right? We're like, oh my god. And I get immersed in the game for like a half an hour almost. I'd say probably like 20 minutes. I'm just like totally immersed in the game, all right? And I turn back to the chat, and I got people calling me out. Oh, why didn't he put on the vest yet? We're in the end game.
Because they got to the vest. They want to play Mr. Potato Head. They want to dress up Mr. Potato Head. So let them dress up Mr. Potato Head.
Of a game I've been playing for 2 months. We're like 60 hours in. One of the most critical plot points of the whole game just happened. People should be like blown away and be like, whoa, whoa. Instead, what are people talking about in the chat?
Mr. Potato Head. We gotta dress up Mr. Potato Head.
Best. All right, it's time to have priorities. The reason that we're here on stream is